All right, welcome back. We have 354 of these bad boys on realcopstoriesvideos.com. Look them all up. There's gross. There's all kinds of neat stuff. They're all my babies. I love them all. So enjoy yourselves. There's alerts on a lot of them, so you can get the kids, sensitive people out of the room. All right, they're pretty bad. Anyway, so I have another one here. These are just coming back to me here so many years later. I'm working at a special problems unit. Basically, just put you in a plain car because you can sneak up at people at night, and you're looking for felonies. They want you just to get felonies. You don't answer radio calls or family disputes and all that stuff. You don't write tickets. You're just basically loose whenever you hear a hot call come out. You know, a Grand Theft Auto, burglary in progress. There's some other videos that you can look up that we respond to those things. And we're the first ones there normally, really are. Because patrol guys are very busy doing other functions. They don't respond as quickly as we do. And so, we're riding around, my partner and I, and he's driving. I'm the passenger, and we come around a corner, and we see two guys coming out of a car. The doors are open. Okay, this doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. Doors are open. The car's parked at the curb. The doors are open. There's a car sitting here. Doors are open, and two guys are coming out of the car. One's got a bag of stuff. One's got a radio with wires hanging. Gee, think they might have taken it from the car? Okay, so we see that, and we pull up right behind the car, and we get out, and we yell who we are, and they're already walking around. Well, they run to that car, and the first instinct is to grab them. Well, they had the car running, so as soon as the driver got in there, he put it in gear, and by the time we got to the back of their car, they were already pulling away. Well, we don't do what they do on TV, where you pull a TJ hooker, and you jump on the car and grab the door, and it gets driven 3 blocks. I don't understand that at all, okay? But anyway, so we immediately make a U-turn, run back to our car, and off we go. Okay, so we're in a plain car. We can't stop anybody in a plain car. Our job is to get there, jump out, and grab people. We don't have red lights and stuff, okay? So we put out that we're following a burglary for motor vehicle suspect. We need some backup for a stop, felony stop. Again, like I talked in the other videos, where we worked, you start chasing someone for maybe a minute, and then all of a sudden backup's there. It's pretty fast, because guys are all around doing stuff, and all of a sudden they hear your help, and everybody moves in real fast. Kind of like Jurassic Park, where they're running down the field, and all these raptors are running, through the fields. You can see them running. That's what it looks like. Patrol car trying to get over themselves to get to help you, which is good. So again, we always said that the joke was that if you're going to run from the police, park somewhere and run somewhere under a minute, because once you go over a minute, there's so many cars here, you're not going to get away. The best time is before the helicopter gets there. That's the key, and of course other officers. Anyway, so we're going up side street, and I'm broadcasting. There's a broken vehicle down the street. Somebody should stay there by the car. We have a victim. I'm trying to broadcast this and tell him where we're going. And my he's busy driving. That's his job. He's driving. So he's calling out streets. We know the streets, but I'm doing that. So sure enough, here comes a helicopter. And then there's 2 units behind me and a supervisor. Excellent. Well, now we get on the freeway. We're going out of the city, east. And once we get on that freeway, he's cooking. Okay, we're doing like 90, and he's trying to pull away from us a little bit. And we don't, again, our cars do 25-mile-an-hour pursuits. Okay, so our motors are geared for suspensions for basically driving, a lot of turns. Whereas Highway Patrol, they have interceptors and stuff where they have, high performance motors, high performance transmissions, all kinds of. That's what they do, So we're wanting help, the Highway Patrol, and I mean we can't stop. So we're broadcasting. Meanwhile, our black and whites are getting in front of us with the lights on, and we're like third back now. Well, I see one black and white. We had Matadors with dual exhausts, okay, and we see they're like this, And we see the guy on the right, we see black smoke come out of his exhaust pipes, and he just goes off the side. Well, he blew the engine because we're not used to doing this. This is not high performance. Our motors. I'm sure it's still a car. I'm sure if under normal conditions, you could probably get on the freeway and go 80 miles an hour all the way to Vegas. But this is like fast, forward, back. I mean, it's brutal, these cars. That's why they get rid of the cars at 50,000 miles. They get new police cars because the motors get burned. Okay, so another black and white pulls up. Well, now we're out about maybe 7 or 8 minutes on the pursuit, which is doing 80 miles an hour, you're covering some land. And they go, stand by, Highway Patrol's coming. And I'm looking in the mirror, and here they come, man, with their blue light. They have a red light, blue lights, here they come. So we kind of slide over. There's like a monster phantom jet here. Right, but we're doing 90. He goes like this. Whoa, he's cooking, And they have this on, they have a roll cage. So this is one of the few interceptors that they have just for this purpose. So they go in front of us. So we're getting, there's another freeway. I don't remember what the freeway was. It's way out there in El Monte or something. We're going pretty far. We're going about maybe 25, 30 miles now on this thing. But again, if you're doing 80, 90 miles an hour, it doesn't take long to cover that kind of distance. It really doesn't. So another Highway Patrolman pulls up. So now we're all these police cars. He makes a transition, the suspect, to go south on another freeway. And all these cars, you see on TV, all these cars are, trying to get around, trying to make sure they don't hit each other. Okay, that's happened too. and then trying to get around so they can get on the guy. You know, so we're just laying back now because the highway patrol takes over, and we're just kind of watching. Sure enough, makes that transition, and this is before the pit maneuver. Somehow, somebody either overdrove, the policeman overdrove or something, but he hit the side of this guy's car. And I'm sure it's not intentional because we didn't have that kind of procedure then. You just followed them until they ran out of gas or they crashed. Well, that made him crash. I could see it like I'm watching this movie in front of me, slow motion. He hits him, and then he goes like this, and then you see doing 80 miles an hour, or about 70 now, turning, and then he just kind of spins it off into the dirt, and you see nothing but dirt flying everywhere. And now you got dirt flying everywhere, kind of like fog. Okay. No one can see anything, so all you see is brake lights because you don't know if that car stopped here or there. So everybody's trying to get out of the way because of smoke. We pull off the shoulder. I said, I'm not getting up there because you can't see anything. All you see is like glowing red from the lights on top and from their brake lights. So slowly the wind it blows off in a matter of a minute. But and you look up there and the guy's upside down and they're on them. They're pulling them out. They broke out the windshield, and we're just like, because we can't make the stop. We're in plain clothes. We're just watching this. My supervisor walks up. And he goes, "Can you believe this crap?" And I said, "Yeah." And then you hear handcuffs, and he looks at me. He looks at us, and we go, "I guess that's us." So we go down there, and I kind of felt sorry for the guy because they kind of beat him up a little bit, And I mean, really, I felt sorry for the guy, and I don't ever feel sorry for suspects, but so the driver in the car was okay. They got him out. This is the passenger, and they we're up there putting cuffs on everybody, and then we're picking them up, and of course by now, these guys are high-fiving, and they're gone. They just take off because it's not their arrest, So now once the dust settles, we're standing there with our back up, and this poor guy is injured. His ear was half torn off, and he had a black eye, and I mean, and we're like, you got to be kidding me, I mean, even my sergeant goes, "This is terrible." I said, "I know." I said, "We don't have any names." I said, "No." So we had a couple of shop numbers from their police cars so we could report it, but it's another agency, and if you confront them, they're going to say, "I wasn't there." I mean, that's not very nice. Okay, you're supposed to swear that you're going to uphold the law and be truthful. And you have to, if you're going to fight somebody and you have to hurt him because you have to get him, then so be it. But you don't sit there and just say, "I'm out of here." And they were gone. And so my sergeant had to make an investigation, and found unknown officers did this. We didn't do it. None of his people did it. There was like 6 of us there. They all did it, but nobody was accountable, which really is not right. I mean, I'm sorry, but come on. All's fair here. So that was kind of something you don't see on TV. It was kind of. I thought it was kind of disgusting myself. We're supposed to be professionals here, and the guys that actually did that to him, they just tell the truth. Maybe it was okay. Maybe the guy was fighting, and you had to put him on the ground and hold his head down. You've seen suspects on TV. You got 6 guys trying to handcuff one guy. It happens. It's not fun. Would you put hands on people and want to move them? They don't like it. They're going to fight. Okay, so maybe it was justified, but at least, good grief, you don't just leave. I mean, that's sad. It really is. Of course, the city got sued and everything else. But again, the city didn't get no liability because the investigation came out that we had nothing to do with it except the handcuffs given to an unknown officer. You don't run around with your pencil going, "What's your name? What's your name?" That's impractical. It's not how you do things in the real world. It's so busy. It's so flowing. A friend of mine was saying that things happen. He saw an incident where within 3 minutes there'd been an arrest, shotguns out, the car was impounded, and everybody was gone within 3 minutes. It's all clean. That's what happens here. As soon as it's over, it's over. Everybody wants to leave, not to escape anything, but just because I got to go back to work. This is just a nice, fun thing, and I finished. Now I'm going back to do what I do. It's not right. It was kind of thinking a little gray there. I didn't like it. I really never did like it. I kept it with me the whole time. As I was a young guy, then I had like maybe 2.5, 3 years on. I kept it with me my whole career that you do something, you have to be accountable for it. You stand up. You're a man. You're a police officer or a woman. You did something. You have to stand up to it and face the consequences, good or bad, and just man up or woman up and go on. That's how you do it. That's what we get paid for. Anyway, I'm going to get such a downer, but it's an interesting pursuit, and I enjoyed the driving part of it, but then I didn't like the aftermath. Kind of sucked. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.